I guess I could always play I could have played Doctor Doom, right? That's another option. Oh my god, wait, it's gonna flip! Is this gonna neutralize the Professor X? Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. Today I got something a little bit different for you, or a little bit old, I guess depending on how you look at it. It's the Zoo deck, and it's the Zoo deck just against like the pool 3, decks that I'm facing now. Now that I'm in the higher collection level, I feel like I'm facing like the meta decks that I've heard about on Reddit and all the horror stories and whatever. Silver Surfer, Zabu, that kind of stuff. Playing against Darkhawk, which is a crazy card. And I'm kind of just playing this deck today to show that I think people really underestimate like low collection levels. Like this deck has one pool 3 card that is very replaceable. I just really like the card, and you can even upgrade this deck with more pool 3 cards, and I think it would be really good. So you just have that kind of typical Zoo package you've played before of like Ant-Man, Squirrel Girl, Iceman, Korg, Nightcrawler. These are all like pool 1 cards that you know. Except Iceman, I guess. Angela. And then you kind of get to the more nuanced cards that I'm playing to kind of deal with the cards I'm playing against, which is Armor. And Armor is because Killmonger is a big scary man that could hurt us, and we don't want him to hurt us. And Armor also disrupts some of the decks that play cards like the Hood, and cards that play, like the Hood, Bucky Barnes, and the Carnage is a really popular line I see. Armor completely ruins that. Cosmo is like A tier, top tier disruption, and when I'm playing against, like, it's just so good against so many things. Like the Zabu decks, like shutting down their auto reveal abilities isn't bad, not perfect because it's a lot of ongoing synergies, but it's still good. Destroyer decks it shuts down, or sorry, not Destroyer, Galactus decks it shuts down. Really good against Silver Surfer, completely hoses Silver Surfer. One thing I don't really show in the video, but I'm gonna say this for 2 things, is by playing the deck more and more, I realized that Cosmo isn't really a card I wanted to play on curve. Cosmo is the kind of card I wanted to save to when my opponent's choices of where they were going to play on reveal cards was more obvious. And then once I knew where they were going to play their on reveal cards, it was like just a counter piece, right? Like it was just like a counter spell. Like I play Cosmo into the turn where I know they're going to play a Killmonger on the spot. Or, like no is a stretch, but I have a very strong idea. I play Cosmo into the only lane where it makes sense for them to play Silver Surfer. Where when you kind of hold it, it's awkward because it's like a 3-mana spell. But this and Leech are in the deck because the kind of new idea I have with the Zoo deck is you're so ahead on board space early on, right? Like you shank out a bunch of early power. Angela grows really fast. Squirrel Girl and Doctor Doom can represent multiple lanes. Ant-Man can win a lane when it's filled up. You're going to have 4 cards in each square. Where once you have like just a lot of pressure on each board, they're kind of in the spot where they have to play for all 3 lanes. So you kind of get to take a turn off in the late game where they're like setting up for their big swing turn 6, and you can go Leech. That's the other card that's in this deck. That's kind of weird looking along with the Cosmo maybe, but I think Cosmo isn't that weird. But so the Leech is there because if you step early when you're ahead, and you think, they kind of didn't do anything till like turn 3, and you have the Leech in hand, if they're like setting up turn 6, like they play a Brood in this lane, which isn't much power, they play, like, that's just one example, but like Brood in one lane, they set down their Zabu like the turn before, or like turn 4 or something, then Leech kind of just destroys them in a weird way. And since you're already so ahead on board space, when you Leech their whole hand, and their whole hand is useless, and you're already winning all these tiles on your turn 5, it's really hard for them to come back on turn 6, especially with a card like Doctor Doom. And Doctor Doom is so cool in this deck. I also bought this variant from the shop, so I really wanted to feature it in a deck, where he is a 6-drop that plays to all lanes. He wins us games by playing to all lanes. You'll see a few in the video. I think he's a really good pool 3 card that you're playing here. I don't think you have to play him, but I really like him, and again, I got the variant, so I really wanted to play him. But like if you don't have this pool 3 card, you could play like Chavez. Chavez is always like a really safe choice. What other 6-drops do I have? You could play like something like Leader maybe if you wanted to. I honestly don't know. I don't want to play with Leader, so I don't really think about it. But the fact that you are kind of full on board spaces with this type of deck, where you have like Squirrel Girl that fills up a lot of spots, and you have a bunch of 1-drops, so you don't really have a lot of like space equity. Leader seems kind of awkward. I think that Onslaught could maybe be fine. I think that, you know, Magneto could be really good. If you play this type of deck where you're just trying to Destroyer, like, I mean, you have Cosmo, you have Armor, and then these other cards, like, can just sit in the Cosmo and the Armor, and Destroyer wouldn't even be that bad. I would maybe just play, like, the Daredevil variant, but this is, like, another option you have, potentially, where you just kind of can cheat in a Destroyer. But yeah, I mean, I think the deck's really fun. I think it's interesting. And the biggest reason why I'm playing this is, again, it's not optimal, but it's a really good deck that only uses Pool 1 and Pool 2 cards. I am against, you know, Pool 3 decks. I play against the Zabu decks with Darkhawk. I play against the Silver Surfer decks. I play against the Galactus decks and stuff in this video, you know, and I just think it's important to show that, like, people really overrate collection level. I mean, like, you know, I'm collection level 642. I'm playing against the top tier decks. I'm rank 146 in Infinite. My rank is kind of stabilized, but it's not because, like, I'm playing, like, bad decks, in my opinion. It's just I'm trying to learn what I can get away with. So when you first kind of, like, I'm basically in a totally different meta environment than I was before, and to learn how to get away with snapping and how many cubes you can win in that game, you have to stay in on 4 cubes. You have to stay in on 8 cubes. You know, you have to gamble. You have to roll those dice. Where it's like, I'm losing more 8 cubes than I ever did before because I want to see what an 8 cube looks like. I want to see what a 4 cube looks like. You know, I want to see what I can get away with, and I want to see what I can't get away with. And sadly, the only way to kind of learn that is to lose cubes. You know, you just gotta experience it. But I have like, when I lose cubes to something, it's kind of hard to lose again to it. You know what I mean? Like, School of Hard Knocks, where you kind of can internalize how you lost the previous game. And when you're in, like, a totally different meta, as you kind of will experience yourselves once you hit the different pools, it's important to push yourself and understand what you can get away with cubes for the long term. And since it's the end of the season and I'm going to finish, like, the highest rank possible where I don't really care anymore, I'm just, like, kind of rolling the dice. Like, I'll take 8 cubes that I think are kind of sus, but just because I want to see what they're going to do on 8 cubes. But anyways, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow for another Marvel Snap video. I think I just lead on Iceman to disrupt their hand, and I didn't really care about the rest too much. The Hood, okay. I think we'll just go Nightcrawler here to move out. And then are they Carnaging this turn? Black Widow. Do we hold priority? So, I mean, we can keep them small here, which seems pretty good. Just play that. That feels pretty strong, honestly. It feels like they're pretty fucked in the left if that happens. I'm gonna step on it. Retreat. Okay. Mm. Okay. So I think I want to Cosmo them in the future. I kind of want to save the Squirrel Girl, because I really don't want it going here. I just Korg this, I think. So, I mean, if I know they're going to play a Devil Dino, it just becomes like, where do I think they're going to play it? Damn. Is Zabu. So Ka-Zar and that. We can go Doctor Doom here to play into every lane, and then we can possibly win Death's Domain at least.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay. And then Rock Slide. Well, that sucks, because now I go Doctor Doom here to win left, but then I won't win this. Man, that's so bad actually. So I mean I can win left. If I win left, I win Death Domain, so it's not like a huge deal actually. Like if I win Baxter Building, I'm winning Death Domain suddenly, right? I can just go Doctor Doom here to play 2 here. And then since I'm winning Baxter Building off of the Doctor Doom, I win Death Domain, right? And they'll play as like a Dino here, but it doesn't matter. Or Darkhawk, same shit. Yeah. Close one. Very close one. Oh my. Oh my. Doom! Yeah, good game. That was actually a really good game. The Spider-Man was actually like really good there too. Like the fact that they Spider-Man our lane and then the Cosmo in the middle means like we can't play a card in the middle was really good. So I'm gonna hold the Cosmo because it looks like they don't want to play the Camartage. I can just go like this. You get 2 rocks in their deck, and then I can still Cosmo if I want to later. Sorry. So, with the Zabu, I think I do want to Cosmo this. And then I can play Nightcrawler into Shuri's Lab, move Nightcrawler to Kunlun, and then that's pretty good. Because it's going to be 4 and then 2. So what are we stopping here? Yep. 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 Feels good. Like this, and then we can double our blue marble? I want to fight for middle is the hard part. I guess I can double blue marble and then they stop the play here. Like if I play blue marble in the Shuri's Lab, they can't just like ignore Shuri's Lab. Like they have to choose where they put the Dino, which is pretty good. The reason I'm not stopping, by the way, is like you don't want to chase them out. Okay. So now the question becomes, can I beat a Devil Dino? They have 4 cards in hand. If they play a Devil Dino, they'll have 3. So that's 3 plus 9 is 12. So I will tie them on the left if they play a Devil Dino there. Dr. Doom adds 10 here. I add 6 here. So I'm beating a Devil Dino currently. Could be something else, obviously, I guess. Magneto. Okay. So might look weird there, but we didn't snap on them. We knew they were beating their Dino, where like it let them stuck out for kind of like a sus end play, right? Like we don't snap on them when we like deny 2 of their big effects. Their arrow isn't that good, so they stay for the last turn, even though like we were pretty clearly ahead, right? Kind of don't want to play that because I kind of want to enchantress this at some point, right? Let's talk. No, that is kind of looking mad though. Plus 5 energy this turn. I guess I can go enchantress Ka-Zar. That's probably good enough there. Armor there themselves. We get to blast away. And then their own Ka-Zar. Interesting. I don't know what kind of deck this is. Oh, my opponent. Very much not something I'm expecting. So let's play Cosmo, right? And then Iceman here. Then we can go Blue Marvel Doctor Doom. And that feels pretty good. I just have no idea what their... like what Ant-Man Lizard armor Ka-Zar are. Are they just the mirror? Is this just the mirror? They are still playing. Not that bad. And then 0. Okay. So, I mean, 0 can honestly be, like, all kinds of things. It's hard to say for sure what it is. So, we go this here, and then we can Dr. Doom on the left, or Dr. Doom wherever. Which is bad. So, I mean, we're just going to be representing every lane. I guess I play it here, just in case. But, I mean, we add 10 here, we're running left, we're plus 5 right, and then we're 5 left. I mean, this is just like playing every lane, so I don't know how they win. It acts 6, actually. It's 6/6. Infinite. Yeah, so I mean, we expected the Infinite on the pass, basically, but it's not a huge deal. That's why Dr. Doom's so good. Just got to play for every lane, didn't have to worry about it. I'll shuffle through rocks. So let's go Angela to start here. They snapped. I'll stay in. I mean, I have a Cosmo if like the Camartage is like what they really care about. Just floating. I don't fully understand. So let's go 1 drop this here. It's fine. Zabu, sure. So we get to enchant their Zabu here, which is quite nice. I only have 2 1-drops, but it is 6. I'm not sure. It's a tough call. So Magneto's gone, and they play a rock.
And then you just hit their Zabu. So that's, I mean, that's surprising. I mean, that's great because we can go Blue Marble, Ant-Man, Ka-Zar, last one in the game. I think we snap back on that. So we go Blue Marble here now, move the Ant-Man, Ka-Zar. Like that. Yeah, they retreat. I'm surprised that they're playing Lady Sin and Rock. Obviously, they drew off of Korg, but I'm surprised they're playing Lady Sin in their Zabu deck. That's tough, honestly. That's really tough. Transform to one of the other locations. I guess I just Angela, right? Because I mean, if I don't want it to be, I don't want either of these to be a Rickety Ridge. And then we just get a bunch of random stuff. Okay. This card copies it. So we could go Korg, Okoye, Absorbing Man, the Okoye, and then Ka-Zar, Doctor Doom. I think Doctor Doom plays to this pretty well. Play Brood. Okay, so we just get more random stuff. Darkhawk. Really good. Darkhawk's actually crazy good here. Is it better to do other stuff, though? Probably not. We can just go Darkhawk here. I actually probably want to play it in the Brood space, weirdly enough, or I probably want to go like this. So I'm winning this even against Silver Surfer now, and then I can just go Ka-Zar, Doctor Doom somewhere else. Retreat, yeah. That seems like a really strong sequence, because then, so you have to beat 15 here, and Darkhawk is currently, it is just so much power. I mean, he's like, what? 8 times 2 is 16. He's like 17 power or something. I think the Hood is the #1 card I want to get, as far as like what cards I want that aren't in my collection yet. Draw an armor here and we completely blow out their back. No such luck today. Fine. So I'm kind of just going 4, 5, 6 now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just trying to think if I want to play. I guess this is the only spot for me, man. Fine. Honestly, it's like medium. 18's obviously really good. Turn late, man. Turn late. That's so sad. So where am I playing Ka-Zar? I could play Ka-Zar left for power, but then I expose 2 cards to unreveal effects. Or if I just go Ka-Zar, Blue Marvel, Doctor Doom, I'm actually not in the worst spot. I don't want to reveal more cards to enchantress. It's fine. So it's a Blue Marvel here, or we could go. I'm not really that scared of their on-reveal stuff anymore. Or I think Blue Marble's just better, because Blue Marble's also really good with Doctor Doom. Let's see how this ends. Like, even if they Killmonger me, I still win left. And then I probably am winning right. I mean, I'm adding so much power here. I feel like this is a good spot. Magneto. Death. Man, by 1 to the death? How much did death cost? They killed 4 cards? How do they play death? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, one more there. Damn, 1 short. That was actually really close. So my thought process is I can honestly save Ant-Man towards later, but I feel like if they have good ongoing effects, they're going to play into the Enchantress there, where Enchantress might just be better to hold off on. Astral Utilization kind of sucks, or now I just kind of want to pass. Let's pass. Sentinel. So they're probably the Dino deck, but I think our Dino deck matchup is actually pretty good. +1 energy this turn. Is it so bold to pass? Probably it's bold to pass. I can just add 4 here, and then like play Blue Marble again after or something. Not bad. Oh shit! We actually get some. We actually get to use the Enchantress well. Why didn't they play the Zabo on the left? Did they just think it was coming? I'm not sure. Zabu dead, and then they have Quinjet. So... Again, Blue Marble left, which is pretty good. I mean, I just have to hope they don't have Enchantress, right? Like, that's where it's at. They need to not have Enchantress. Okay, sure. But now, I mean, Doctor Doom is, like, a huge game, right? Like, I add a bunch of power to 2 lanes. You get Doctor Doom here. It adds 6 here and 6 here. So I can add more power. I guess I technically can, kind of. I can go, like, this. Or, like, this. Because this is actually more power, right? Because Ka-Zar makes both of these 1 bigger. This is a lot weaker to Killmonger, but Killmonger isn't real and he can't hurt me. Killmonger is not real. He cannot hurt me.
Victory.
This deck is so, like, budget. Like, it's basically all the cards you played in pool 1, but it's still, like, pretty strong. Ooh. So with that in mind, we're going to play Angela right, because if it transforms into the Superflow, we don't want to commit to it. If it does transform into Superflow and our opponent chooses not to put college there, Dr. Doom is going to be really good in the final games of the turn. So they're not choosing to do that, which is fine. That is, like, the worst option for us. Yeah, they're committed here. Colossus. So what does this turn into? If it turns into Raptors, they are locked in there, so it does turn into Super Flow. I think Patience will hopefully pay off for us here. Do I want to use the mana more efficiently before I play the Enchantress? What's the last turn I have to play Enchantress, I guess is the question I have to ask myself. Like, is this a good turn to? So I could play Enchantress this turn. I play Enchantress this turn. Next turn I have 6 mana. I can go Blue Marvel, Squirrel Girl, and then the last turn I can go Doctor Doom. And then I think that's good enough. I guess I could always play I could have played Doctor Doom, right? That's another option. Oh my god, wait, it's gonna flip! Is this gonna neutralize the Professor X? Oh my god. I've never done that before. Holy shit. Okay. Like, oh man, goddamn. These are... Okay. Yeah. That was crazy. That was really cool. I'm not gonna... That was pretty sick. That was really sick. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my Marvel Snap video. I'm currently making a Marvel Snap video every day, so if you do enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing. It does help me out a lot. I also stream live at twitch.tv/homeboymaxwell. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you tomorrow for my next video. Have a great day.